We're here tonight to have a family fun bingo night for the H.O.P.E.S organization. H.O.P.E.S is helping others prevent and educate against suicide. It's basically an organization that feels that suicide it can be prevented before it happens, and we're raising money to help them achieve their goal of helping educate others so that they can see the signs and symptoms and know what to do about them so that we can prevent it, hopefully. So we're super excited about this event. We've already raised, I mean, as you can see, we have a ton of people already here, and we expect many more, and it's going to be a good time.
We picked H.O.P.E.S. H.O.P.E.S is very close to home with me. It is a suicide prevention. They offer the QPR trainings, which is question, persuade, and refer. It doesn't just affect teenagers, it affects adults, middle-aged. I mean, it can affect anybody with any kind of a problem, and what the QPR trainings do and what H.O.P.E.S tries to do is to recognize the signs and the symptoms to prevent it from happening.
So we hope that you see how much we can help this organization, and maybe in the future you can make a donation yourself. Their website, www.hopes.org, is always available to make a donation, and so hopefully you can, even though you couldn't be here tonight, you can help benefit the cause. So
I want to first of all thank Meredith Beckman. I'm sure she's here somewhere. Thank you. It's instructed in this class, if you folks don't know. I want to thank the students that put this together, but I want to thank you guys for giving up Thursday night. I'm reminded person of interest is on, private practice, last year there were 33,000 people in the United States that died by suicide. Does that sound like very many? No, louder? Well, I've never quiet. Sorry. It's 33,000 deaths. Sound like a lot or not a lot? If you do the math, it's about 90 people a day. If you do the math a little more, that's about 180 every 2 days. That's about the same as if a jet crashed every other day with no survivors. That's the scope of suicide in the United States. If we look at Wisconsin, last year we had almost 800 people die by suicide in Wisconsin. Think that's a lot? It is a lot. If we look at just Dane County, we had about 60 people die in Dane County last year. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about H.O.P.E.S now that I've filled you full of great statistics. H.O.P.E.S is an organization that started 14 years ago. H.O.P.E.S is a nonprofit charitable organization that does one thing, that works solely on one thing: suicide prevention through education. We work only in the state of Wisconsin and primarily in Dane County. We're governed by a board of directors that's about 7 people, maybe 8 people. It's a total volunteer organization. Everyone that serves on the board has a full-time paying job. So every penny that goes to H.O.P.E.S is spent solely on suicide prevention. Just so that you know, so the $10 you paid to come in here, every penny of it goes to suicide prevention. Whatever you buy in that room or your 50-50 raffle, all those dollars go to suicide prevention. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Woo! You guys have a good night. Your new MC is Susan. Well, I did.
This is gorgeous. There's one lady I want to win that because
I know. I don't want to do it. Well, you have to bid on it.
Let's get ready to bingo!
All right. Oh, 67. Oh, 67. Oh, 67. Oh, 65. Oh, 65. Oh, 65. I, 19. I, 19. I, 19. N, 44. N, 44. O, 71. O, 71. I, 28. Bingo! I, 28.
think tonight's event was very successful. The room was full. People seemed to have a good time. I think people learned about suicide prevention. They learned that it can happen to anyone, and they learned how often it can happen. I think the class did a fantastic job putting the event together. You could tell it was very well prepared, very well thought out, very organized. So overall, I think we did a fantastic job. I hope tonight's event brought suicide to light for some people. That they know that almost 800 people died by suicide in Wisconsin last year. And each and every year, the numbers have been increasing lately. There are things that can be done to prevent it, and hopefully events like this will help eliminate the stigma that persists with mental illness, and will allow people to step forward and receive the help that they may need.
I'm proud to announce we raised over $1,200 for H.O.P.E.S.
I have to admit, I was nervous about the turnout. I was nervous about if we could pull it off. It was a few weeks in the making, getting donations, and I have to admit it exceeded every expectation I had. It was simply awesome.
Yes, it was awesome. I have to agree with her. It was a lot of work trying to pull it together in a short amount of time, but the payoff was big, so.
I agree with them. We pulled it off. We had a successful night. It was wonderful. Looks like everybody had fun playing bingo, and it was a great fundraiser.
We hope you enjoyed the event tonight, and we'll see you at the next one.